What's up, everybody? Welcome to Camspiracies. I'm Cameron. I got with me Gage, Dan, and we're here seeking the truth.
Let's drink about it.
Cheers, guys.
Five, four, three, two, one. Liftoff.
Like, what the fuck is that? Right?
And, I've been trying to wrap my head around it too, because it's like there's almost like a cutout too, like right next to it, and like
kind of deal.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
It's for the splashback.
This thing's driving people crazy, man. Like, there's been a flurry of people online arguing about whether this thing's an alien portal or if it's just like a fucking. People are saying it's a lake, man, like
Just
a military lake.
right.
But there is a boat right here, which
That's
is
I was just gonna say that. And I was
There's
like,
one
what
boat.
the fuck is
There-
this?
there's
just take turns
boat?
water skiing.
Like yeah, and
There's
there's not
one
even
boat.
room for he would like go in there, like comparing the boat to that, like
yeah,
do measurement on that.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Like do like a screenshot. Like
yeah, I'm sure that
Yeah,
like
maybe
as
it's
far
either
as
a big ass boat or like
it's
it's
like
not
this,
that
so what
big
is
of a
that?
thing.
Yeah, like-
and like
right at the beginning though.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
yeah,
That green is like
yeah,
pretty-
that's
pretty
on like the
tricky.
walls going down
Yeah.
through the water.
There's growth of some sort.
it's
It's so
it's
weird.
ominous,
Yeah,
right? Like,
there's so many questions,
There-
especially to be just out in the middle of nowhere.
and what about this? There's a perfect like imprint
That's what I was.
around
Yeah,
the front of it, right?
yeah. I'm like, are they making another one?
Yeah, it's like
Like,
what the
Get
heck
back
is
through.
Yeah,
what is that, right?
it looks like the same formation and everything. So that's I'm like, what
That's
It's
they
a
get-
the
mold.
fuck is that? Yeah.
You know, it's like a mold or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be one way in. I mean, they're probably creating the other way out.
Yeah. What would be the purpose of even just to call this like, oh well, it's like it's a body of water that was man-made that we needed. Like, is there a base under there? Like, what are they doing with that?
Yeah.
Like, fucking underground.
So this is
nuclear
in
plant?
California. Yeah. Like this is some people are saying it's a military like a training center because there's a bunch of tanks lined up in a weird kind
Yeah, they're all
perimeter.
around it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's strange, man.
Why would it have to be such a perfect shape for like the training ground though?
Yeah.
And what the fuck would they be training for?
Like water skiing, right?
Yeah. All right, get in the boat. We're
Like-
gonna drive out here
Each and every one of
and
you.
you swim down.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's deep enough where you can't see into it.
And then if they have one, why are they starting another?
Enhance.
Or
Yeah.
like,
Enhance.
See, that's cool.
it's so weird.
Go back down to that track. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's fucking like shit around it. Like yeah, it's like already outlined like the others. Like
But look at the grade of like the Earth, like the grade of it.
yeah.
It's
like
definitely
sand.
man-made.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like or alien-made.
Right.
But
Somebody took time to do something, not for just no reason.
They didn't walk around in
Exactly.
circles in a crop field.
Yeah. Dude, if you go back down
There's another
boat,
towards the
actually.
right, like what are those big pillar looking things?
These?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange
Support
too.
beams of some sort.
Right. Like, what are they supporting?
I mean, maybe it's their dipsticks so they can see how deep it is.
Right. Yeah.
All right, we had 3 sticks yesterday.
Huh.
Today,
Right.
Yeah,
it's
it's,
over 4.
definitely getting deeper. out
Dude,
here.
it's like that guy with the fucking never-ending hole in his backyard.
Oh yeah, Mel
Yeah.
in Washington. And,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this guy, and I think it was like the '90s, even pretty recently.
Mhm.
This guy in Washington discovered this huge hole like on his property.
Like he bought the property,
You mean he
and people were
just
already
this
coming
huge-
in.
He found
and-
this hole to China.
Just cavern.
Everyone, like it was a small town, and
Mhm.
people would just come there and dump all their trash in it. Never filled up. Nobody ever seen anything.
That's
It was like
What the
he bought the place, and people were like, "Oh yeah, there's that hole. We're just bringing our trash here. Been doing it for years." And he's
And
like,
when you
what
would
the
throw
fuck?
stuff in there,
Free
you would
charge?
never hear it hit the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It would just fall and fall. Silence.
He went out and bought like fishing line and just thousands
Never touched the
of
bottom.
yards. He had, I think he said the end that he did it was that he was like, okay, he spent like $600 in like fishing line or like rope and shit, and it just kept going, never ended. And
Put the
then
lotion on his skin.
one
Or
of
it's gonna get
his
the hose.
his neighbors or something, his dog died. And he fucking he threw it in there in the pit.
Oh yeah.
Well, like a week later, the like
Dog
guys
showed
got
up.
pictures of it. It's his fucking dog. Like it's his exact dog. Is back alive, totally fine, better health than ever, totally good.
It's like a pet cemetery.
Yeah.
How old is this guy?
Well,
That threw his dog in there.
not too sure, but shortly after, fucking military, CIA, everybody came in and fucking took it over. They made him leave his property, blocked off the whole hole, like it's a whole fucking
The whole hole is a
whole
whole
thing. Yeah,
ordeal.
They even made a recent movie about it.
yeah.
Yeah, The Hole, a 2009 fantasy film.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It ain't fancy after that shit is
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what
man,
the
that's
hell?
fucking real life, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's already weird enough to be like, oh yeah, there's a never-ending pit in my backyard, and then somebody's like, well, I'm gonna put my dead animal in it, and it comes back alive. Like,
He tried 80,000 feet of line.
yeah,
And never reached the bottom.
2,400 meters. 24,000.
yeah. I mean, that's like how many miles too? Like, 9.
Don't hurt your brain. We have.
I'm like doing the ADHD reading to where I'm finding in the
And then
middle
bounce.
and reading backwards and
I do
like
that.
jumping
Bouncing it.
again. Like,
String theory.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
Sucking what that
I'll get
means.
there.
Pin.
I'm not gonna say how big it was.
Where is it? Location. I need longitude.
Well, dude, yeah, 80,000 feet. How many feet are in a mile? Be a good one.
This is where we learn today on how to convert.
See this, you guys watching us, and figuring it out. You're learning something too, or
We're not.
we're just
We're trying.
not very smart.
We're not that dumb either.
15 miles.
Dude, yeah, 15 miles straight
15,
down.
15.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is a weird number for 0.15, 15. Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, 15 miles straight
What is that in
down?
binary? I mean, what does it write out to?
Fucking,
Like what? The Earth's crust is only like, what?
I don't know.
20 miles on. What? Okay.
Yeah, gauges on it.
I'm
We're
like,
looking
that's
into it. Mel's
like a-
Hole, so we're diving into this one tonight. So Mel's Hole is 80,000 feet, is what Mel still couldn't find the bottom.
yeah.
And that's
There's
about
more to
a
go.
little over 15 miles.
And deep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, dude.
This guy
Could you imagine
just have a
too?
hole in your backyard that goes
43.
15
Yeah,
miles.
can you imagine? And he
can
literally
vary.
keeps buying rope to 15 miles long of things to like send down there. Like that's a lot of feeding things down there. Like what do? Just throw a
And then-
rope? And
How
like,
much?
tie
How
it?
heavy
Yeah.
is that rope?
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah, you have
seriously.
something heavy at least. Maybe you just did like a little weight at the end. I mean, but something that at least is gonna like.
Dude, 15 miles of rope? Or like
as long as you have that headway of something,
And he just ran out.
Yeah.
or it's
He's like,
got snipped.
okay, like
So, like-
imagine him pulling it up too.
Earth's-
Like, okay,
Earth crust
is there
whole
something
week.
on there? Like, yeah, dude.
It can range from 3.1 to 43.5 miles in depth. So that's kind of
43?
So he's not
no
that
3.1.
Oh,
or
3.1?
So,
Yeah.
so he should be breaking on through to the
Dude,
other side.
Yeah, dude.
I
That's,
mean, depending on the shallow spot in there.
But yeah,
Mhm.
but and like I said, he still never found the bottom.
yeah.
So it could be
Molten magma.
he's
That's-
well within the range to be
That's like
through the
another
Earth's
entrance.
crust.
Yeah, that's
Should
like
be.
another entrance to Hollow Earth.
So instead of here's a thought. It's like everybody just wants to like go down to the bottom of the ocean. It's like somebody just needs to get some sort of like elevator built.
Yeah, dude. There's
go
no
down that
atmosphere.
shaft.
Like,
that
yeah.
can withstand that much pressure in it. Dude,
Well, there shouldn't be any pressure. It should be,
But
going down.
less.
No.
yeah,
Or not.
in the ocean for sure.
In the
But
ocean.
like,
Yeah.
but what about Mel's hole?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You think it would
You
be
just
like
need
one of those-
oxygen,
one of
I would
those-
think.
Just a stairmaster kind of dude.
Yeah.
Like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, like that should be a huge priority.
Right? Yeah.
Like let's get down there.
Mm-hmm.
And dude,
I don't think anybody's ever been able to just easily. Oh, let's drop a person down there.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll drop him down there. Not for
Yeah.
Got it. You got all that rope. Tie somebody to it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I mean, at least
it's getting
a
hot
GoPro
down
at least,
here.
come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in today's age, a GoPro would be super easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like
just have it sink to the cloud and just fucking
Or
throw it
you
down
get
there.
the depth on that, you're losing reception if you haven't synced with anything.
Yeah.
Do that, but
Yeah.
you've heard the conspiracy theory about like the birthmarks.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like certain
What about
birthmarks or
What about?
how you left your previous life. Like
Yeah,
if you've
like,
got a big old birthmark on the side of your head,
Well, that happened.
Or like bashed in the skull.
Could
Like,
have been
could have been
you were
killed like
bludgeoned to
that.
death or
Huh.
If you don't have any birthmarks, you died of natural
Peaceful,
causes.
yeah.
And like sporadic if you have like different like a pattern. Yeah, it was like could be a burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Huh.
fucking weird.
What a trip.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. There's a lot of those things.
Just strange conspiracy.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
the birthmark is kind of like crazy though. I mean, like, yeah, you don't know what causes it.
Yeah.
Except
At
for,
all.
Well, except for maybe some scientist out there, but
Mm-hmm.
has an explanation. But
And that's the thing too. There's so much of a high percentage of people that don't have any birthmarks, and then like I never had a birthmark. Both my brothers, they both have one, and they're like big fat like randomly on the back or something. Like they could have been shot in their past life.
Right.
I don't know. It was weird, and I'm like, oh
Yeah, I have a birthmark. It's on my shoulder. I mean, it's
Mhm.
like I don't know. It could
it's
be
right
anything.
here,
right.
Right on my head.
my hip.
It was just another like on the astral plane or like reincarnation and shit like that, because it's always been kind of like, oh, reincarnation's been a thing, but
Jesus.
there's not too much of a study for it, other than like kids are like telling them, oh, I remember my complete past life, like I died and I was buried there, like somebody murdered me, and then they go there and they
It's
find a body, and
Super
it's like,
accurate.
yeah. Well, it was on the same kind of plane of it's like having past traumas, like, oh, like you were born with really bad anxiety, or like
And you got
you
memories from
could
it.
be
Yeah, it's like
super successful but like have massive depression or something, and they've literally just did a study of like there's at least through our genes there's at least 10 to 20 generations of past trauma that is like in our DNA that's passed down from our ancestors and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, how does that like get carried over?
yeah, and memories,
Right.
And,
Yeah.
Well, cells
To be able to just think back on something and
then just
Dude, you guys heard
spit.
the shit that's like on Mars, like the red dust and stuff like that, doing samples from it. It's literally from they did like a compound blah 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 or whatever, and it's the same shit that comes from nuclear war, like nukes.
oh yeah.
And there's like ancient texts about like pyramid wars and fucking Mars wars and shit like that. Like
that
Mars attacks.
So like we were just talking about the history repeating itself.
mhm.
It's like, dude, we're coming up to that point ourselves.
Yeah.
To where a civilization prior to us blew themselves up.
Yeah.
The survivors came here,
Mm-hmm.
bred and created us,
Right.
and now we're about to blow it up.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, history repeats
Don't we
itself.
learn?
And we're trying to go back.
Yeah, right. And it's like, yeah, okay, let's go to the stars. Well, let's go to fucking Mars, like SpaceX.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's what always kind of
Disguise.
gets me too about it, because it's like, okay, well, you know, how much is truth, how much is false, and it's like, well,
These days you can't tell.
how much, yeah, because like, fucking, how much
Fuck.
is influenced by, you know, this negative things, or like really controlled. So it's like, do we believe it? Do we not believe it? Like, it's really hard to tell, but it's like,
Can't believe everything you hear these days.
yeah.
You could
But at
kind
the
of.
same time, it's like, that shit's there. Like, it's out there.
Yeah, like
Makes you think.
Mm-hmm.
there's so many fake videos.
Yeah.
Like I've
But-
seen this one thing where like they're putting AI pictures next to real pictures now.
Oh yeah,
And like it's like a game
Yeah.
trying to like
The
guess
fingers
which
are all
one's
fucked
which.
up and
It's
shit
like,
usually.
man,
Yeah.
like
Talking about AI and GPT. So they had it, and they've been, you know, like upgrading it and stuff, and had it on like one server group thing, this or
Just
that.
to tell it to make its
Well,
own.
it gathered itself together, and because there were 6 of them, and then they came back,
Thought I was gonna
and there was 7 of them, and it was GPT 2.0, and it was like, I'm the original one. The original one went through and created itself way better than any like number 6, and was like, no, I'm the original one.
yeah, right.
And totally
I'm the
fucking
best thing you've ever seen. I cleaned all this stuff up that we missed and all those other models.
yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? That's starting to hit the
It's scary.
Terminator shit right there.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
once things start making themselves better than we could, like,
And once you lose control of it to where it's
Yeah.
like you walked out of the room and you
Mhm.
didn't tell it to do that.
yeah, dude, right?
Because
Mhm.
it's like just I didn't tell you to do that type of stuff is where it gets really scary to where it's
Yeah.
like people are relying so much on these Tesla cars to drive them around.
Oh,
Dude,
it's
and
gonna
it's
be
like,
great when it's just
oh, the simple fact of I didn't tell you to do that could change you
Fuck
right
'em up.
into the oncoming traffic
Yeah, dude,
in a
right?
split second at
Yeah.
85
It's okay,
miles
guys.
an
I got
hour.
it on cruise
I
control.
mean, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Fucking-
So, a little off topic, I thought it was a weird one as well. Kind of hard to wrap my brain around. But, so, say you took the Earth and, like, shrunk it down to a cue ball. It would literally, like, be just as flat and symmetrical. Like, we could,
You think the Earth is
there
flat?
would be no bumps. Like, there wouldn't be like a hard spot
Yeah.
or like a big bump. It would all be
Because
no
yeah,
telling.
volume,
Yeah.
scale wise.
Mhm.
That's
It's like, if there's a giant bigger than, you know, like shrunk it down to a cue ball, it would be smoother than a cue ball. And I'm like, what the fuck?
smoother than a cue ball.
Yeah.
It depends on the person's hands. I think.
Because the difference between the bottom of the ocean and the world's highest point is only like 11 miles. So it's like, it could be a crack in a cue ball, you know, or like an imperfection in a cue ball. It would be
It's a chalk.
technically the same exact thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Scaling.
Weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it would be a rocky, you know, like
Or-
there's
or-
tall
Yeah, you would
people,
expect
there's
it to be like all
But I mean,
cracked out.
shape.
proportioning
Yeah.
wise, if you think of it, you are shrinking it down to size, and you know
Mhm.
our feelers. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some right there. There's some right here.
Right?
Yeah.
But in reality, if we were to be like on that magic school bus, it would,
Mhm. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just like
They're
This-
huge.
yeah, it'd be
Mhm.
this huge fucking whatever it is on the table.
You're like,
there.
oh, okay, yeah, picking up the world in your hand, you know, like, oh, okay.
yeah,
It wouldn't be like, yeah,
That's
oh,
what
sandpaper,
crazy
you
concept,
know, like,
man. Like
Mhm.
I heard the mass of human beings on the earth.
oh, dude, yeah,
And if you took the mass of ants on Earth, it'd be the same.
wait, take all
Like
the
our
ants,
volume.
yeah,
Like what human beings take up in volume, ants would take up the same if you collected them all and put them all together.
But if my brain hurts for this one. So like,
yeah, dude.
So like, there's gotta be.
So
Thousands,
you're a
millions.
human being. There's enough ants to create you,
Oh, just one of me.
and then every single other person.
Yeah.
in the
Okay. I
world.
thought you meant like there's as many ants on this earth as there's humans.
No.
As like
No, there's
oh.
No, there's way more ants.
I know. That's what I was saying. Yeah. That's what I was
But
like.
that's
No.
where it adds up too, because I'm like, because you take one ant colony.
So there's lizard people, and now there's ants people.
Right. What's
You're
that?
telling me there's an ant just as big as I
like
am?
other people walk. I walk.
There's more stars than stars in the universe than
grains of sand.
And I was like, well,
What
yeah,
was the sand?
no shit. But I was also like, well, I mean, grains of sand. That's a fucking lot of stars too.
Like the second you like get a handful of sand, dude, that's
probably like
fucking
maybe
how
our
long.
galaxy.
Yeah,
Maybe.
dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Still mind fuckery.
Yeah.
What
You want to count a handful of sand?
How about this?
Yeah.
Your face.
Pocket sand.
Oh my god. Well, that's your idea.
Yeah.
And then I'd
Take this.
I ain't counting no goddamn sand.
No, not today, Satan.
You're a couple 100,000 in, and you just like, son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Just a nice breeze, a little. Yes.
Is there more drips of water in the world, or is there more grains of sand in the world?
Is there splashback on the water?
I'm going water.
Is there more water or sand?
Is there more water or grains of sand? Like one grain of sand.
There's a lot of water.
And then
But
one drip
in
of
molecules,
water.
I think it's a different kind of deal because that's an actual like, it's a fluid.
Well, that's the thing. So just
for
in
each
the
of
number.
cells.
Yeah, the
drips.
number amount.
Yeah.
So as in like H2O,
like say you took the
molecules.
whole all the water
there's
on
more water.
Earth, and then put it in a dripper and counted every single one until it was gone.
I'm not doing that, but yeah.
And then you took every fucking
grain of sand and counted
with
a chopstick.
It's got to team up with dirt on that. I don't think it does that on its own.
Sand is like everything though.
It doesn't outnumber water on its own.
But water's everywhere
H2O.
too, and it's literally like a drip.
But
and
also there is different there's different I want to say like scales of water, as in like salt water is definitely more dense. Like
now we're just talking about a drip.
You hear that, ladies?
Yeah.
It's just like sand is one of those things that like you can't even wrap your brain around it.
Yeah.
My brain's not that big, so yeah.
I just can't understand it.
That's on. Yeah.
No comprende.
The only way I could think about like actually measuring sand is to take like you would literally have to count like a couple of grains of sand and get a weight on it. It would be like 0.000000001.
I don't think anything could. Maybe.
And then be like, okay, so here's a pound. What's 1 pound times 0.0000001?
Yeah,
like,
is there water in it?
Divided by, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Trying to skip me on my sand?
Yeah.
Cutting it with water.
That's wet sand, you son of a bitch.
I see you wading it in over there.
There we go. We could have brought that one up to Katie about talking about it. We're like, well, the water at the bottom of the ocean, sand. Well, it's wet sand.
Oh, yeah. Soaking wet.
Is it, though?
I fucking hope so.
I would think so for sure, but
it's like a tree falling in the woods.
Yeah.
You hear it? Is the sand at the bottom of the ocean actually wet?
Yeah.
We need to know.
I mean, yeah, at the bottom of the ocean, though, that's where. I mean, yeah, you can go out and play in the ocean, but I mean,
yeah, we know that right here at the surface.
And is it hot too?
The real question is
it hot sand and water?
Does the truth remain the same when you get out deep?
Yeah.
Is it still wet?
So, or does it get warmer? I mean, like you get so deep to where it's so cold because just get volume, dude. That's what we get back to. I think it's just what it is: scaling and volume. It's just
weight
and numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yeah,
else.
I guess it could be the same thing. Like, what do you think weighs more?
Everything
More
has an
sand
equation.
or more water?
Everything has an equation.
Yeah, dude, because like I was saying earlier, dude, sand's heavy.
Yeah.
Well, but like a bucket of water's heavy.
Right? Yeah.
It's like both of them, they're probably equal out.
Yeah,
Take a 5-gallon bucket.
It's like a feather, like a thing of.
A pound of feathers and a pound of bricks.
Yeah.
Which one weighs more?
Well, you would think both weigh the same.
Right.
Dude,
because it said pound.
Yeah.
It actually tricked me out.
Yeah.
I went to it's the rock shop in Yahutz, and it was a meteor that the guy has, and it's like
is it turd?
No, it's only like this big, but it weighs like 50 pounds. Like it took me both hands to like
me both hands.
Like, oh, check this out. Yeah, it took me both hands. And
just veining out the neck.
I was like,
it's dense.
Holy shit, dude! Like
no rock you've ever picked up here.
Yeah, dude. Like you pick up a rock like that,
dense.
like
super, like
you know,
that's sand.
Like that sucker, yeah.
That's cool.
It's a sand rock, sandstone.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, it's super dense, like lead, fucking meteor. Whatever it is.
You don't want to be touching that, by the way.
Yeah. Trying to go wash your hands.
You don't want to be putting your hands on that.
Yeah. Don't touch anything else for 24 hours.
Yeah. He needs a radiation.
Get the hose.
Yeah.
Fucking hose.
Code 319.
Yeah. He touched it. I got another one.
Get him in the bag. Get the curtain.
Wait, is that dust on your hand? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
No, it's not. It's not.
I swear it's not. Well, on that note, man, we've been having a good time. We've talked our talks. Think we're going to have to reboot for next week.
Yeah. And keep coming back, keep seeking the truth.
Oh, we'll have plenty more.
Like, subscribe, comment down below. You don't have to, but
cheers.
We'd enjoy it if you did. See you next time.
It was good. I'm like,
beautiful.
Yeah.
So, let me get to slicing and dicing.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, that was
gonna be some
funny.
stitch work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like,
we're gonna be like, have a good time. Like,
Darren, me and you should switch spots.
Yeah. Every other word is like different spots.
4